Now for a full look at weather with our Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist, Dan Cianca. Dan, I went out for a little bit of a walk this afternoon, and it was nice just feeling the warm sun just kind of beating down.
Yeah, it was pretty nice today during the afternoon. Obviously a cool start this morning, but take a look at this video I want to share with you. This was from north of Salinas today, and what you're seeing here is a dust devil. And what's interesting about this is we don't see dust devils too often around the coast. Now, if you've ever been in the Central Valley or if you've ever driven along some of our freeways into the desert, Nevada, Arizona, Southern California, just pretty much anywhere besides the coast, you've probably seen pretty regular dust devils. It's not an uncommon thing, but nearest the coast, they're not as common. And the reason is typically we have our marine layer in place, meaning that we've got cold air or warm air sitting above cold air, and cold air doesn't rise into that warm air. Now, on a day like today, we had clear skies and what is called a fully mixed atmosphere, meaning that the air continues to decrease in temperature with height. Then you don't have an inversion in place. So basically, as that air continues to rise, it stretches any existing little vortex on the ground to the point where it becomes more concentrated or perhaps even violent in the case of like a tornado or something like that. So today we had dust devils, and I posted a video on social media and someone else said, hey, I saw one on Highway 68 today as well. So few dust devils near the coast, but if you see them, you know that the marine layer is likely not there. And clearly, we didn't really have any marine layer today. We had some cold air this morning and then a bit of an inversion, but that was about it. And tonight, conditions are clear. It is chilly out there already. We talked about those cold temperatures already, and that's what we're going to wake up to tomorrow morning. We had just a couple of thin high clouds passing by this afternoon, but that was about it. And as we zoom out a little bit, you'll see that we do have some clouds off to the west, but not over us right now. These high clouds will be here in part of our forecast tomorrow, and even some stormier weather up to the northwest as an active storm track will continue to bring some weather there. But high pressure is kind of blocking things right now. We have what's called a little short ridge right here, so a shorter ridge of high pressure, and it's going to kind of build up here across the west coast tomorrow, kind of blocking this system from really making it any closer to us. Notice it just kind of loses some steam as the bigger ridge off to the west starts to build back over the next couple days. So there's one weather system that's coming through tomorrow. We'll have some high clouds with it, but its surface features won't make it here, so no cold front essentially, which means no precipitation for us. So dry conditions, but a few clouds tomorrow with that, and then the ridge builds in stronger as we head into the weekend. But it's not going to stay here. It's going to move off to the Four Corners as we head out of the weekend, and finally a deeper trough builds off to the west, off of the west coast. Now notice as we take a look due west of Salinas how far south this moisture is on Monday. So we're digging deeper. We're getting to that season where these systems dig deeper and then start to work their way to the west coast. So instead of skipping us to the north, well, we have a better chance of seeing some of that stormier weather as we head into midweek next week. Now, there are some, it's hard to say how fast this is going to happen. There's some indications that it gets here as early as Tuesday, some places saying maybe as late as Thursday. But it looks like we are going to get a pretty decent storm system at some point in time midweek next week. Something we're watching pretty closely here in the Weather Center. A lot of changes again will probably happen in the forecast, so make sure to stay tuned. We'll keep you up to date as things begin to evolve. In the meantime, overnight tonight, clear skies expected to continue. The model has some low clouds offshore. Do not expect to see any of those at all overnight tonight or tomorrow. Maybe late tomorrow night, but ultimately, as I mentioned, some high clouds with that weather system nearby passing through tomorrow, but no precipitation. So we'll say increasing clouds, especially late afternoon tomorrow, and then another mostly clear night overnight tomorrow night, but a few high clouds may linger. Temperatures tomorrow morning will probably be the coldest of the next 7 days, so bundle up as it stays nice and cool. Upper 30s, Boulder Creek, Ben Lomond, Scotts Valley in the 30s, but highs return to almost seasonal normals. Will be a little bit cool for this time of year. 68 Santa Cruz, almost 70 in Scotts Valley, mid-60s in Capitola tomorrow. On the east shore of the bay, expecting lows to dip down into the upper 30s to low 40s, but highs return to the mid to upper 60s tomorrow, and maybe even a few low 70s as you head into our northern valleys. The Monterey Peninsula is still notably cool for this time of year. We might be a little warmer tomorrow were it not for the clouds, but temperatures will stay in the low to mid 60s, and as we head south, we will see some 70s, but certainly nothing extreme on the temperature scale as we see temperatures for the most part tomorrow will be below normal for this time of year. year. What are those normals? Well, on the coast, highs should be around 67 this week, and we'll be below there for the next couple of days, and then there on Saturday, then above on Sunday. So some warmer weather is on the way this weekend as we head into Veterans Day weekend. But next week, obviously, with rain chances and more clouds, we'll be less likely to see those warmer temperatures. Inland areas also warming up into Veterans Day weekend, looking pretty nice inland Saturday and Sunday. Cooler next week. We're going to watch that rain potential next week, so make sure to stay tuned to the forecast. Austin.
Great. Thank you so much, Dan.